What up, though, everybody? It's your boy Sheffield tapping in with y'all. And today, man, we just about to jump right into it, man. We have received Ultra Half Corrupted Fusion ZAMASU. I'll let that kick in. Yes, we received Ultra Half Corrupted Fusion ZAMASU. Or ZAMASU, whatever, how you want to call it. Doesn't matter. I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping that we can get an Ultra Trunks. But if you looked at the wave and the trajectory that we were on with the movie saga, they released a lot of powerful opponents, and that just folded right over to the Future Saga campaign. If you think about it, Future represents a bunch of different tags. You have Fusion, you have Powerful Opponent, you have Hybrids, you have Sun Family, you have Vegeta Family. So, yes, we are in a Future Saga campaign, but they don't let us know. You have to use your own mind for this to realize what's going on. You have to understand that we're in a Future Saga powerful opponent god key lineup. Like, that's the campaign that we're in right now, and that's just what it is. I mean, the artwork looks good. So we know the next time that they do enter a future, guess what? It's going to be hybrids that's going to get it, or either some type of Vegeta Sun Clan. God key is going to be the next Archers for sure. Is going to be Trunks. But without further ado, if y'all haven't seen the trailer, before we go into this breakdown, I'm just going to play this video for you guys here, just in case you haven't seen it, but I'll be quiet.
That is the duty of a true god. Of course, that is why I do this. For the good of the cosmos. For creation! I am trying. Proudly so. My fear shall sanctify this blackened world. The perfect moment. Made clean by my hand! Before a god! You are nothing! You're You won't escape it lightly! Know your place! Time to settle this! Be crushed by a god! Away! Stop! You're powerful, but still not a god! Even with the Motara, what could mere primates ever hope to achieve against a god? It ends now! Rhino!
Hey! Toot! I won't lose to someone who believes in nothing but himself!
So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but the trailer was dope. I'm not gonna lie, and it was a long animated trailer, and it was pretty fire. The animations on it looked fire. Hopefully, he is an Ultra. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna be top 4, if not top 3 in the game, and that's probably gonna push out Goku. Maybe Goku can handle him. We don't know, but I already kind of knew that this guy would be a purple unit, and that's exactly what we needed. But at the same time, they gave us a purple unit, and he's going to fit like a glove next to Frieza, because guess what? They're a powerful opponent, and we are in a Future Saga powerful opponent campaign. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the breakdown. This is going to be crazy. So there's a multitude of debuffs and combo cutting defense. Ultra half corrupted Fusion ZAMASU joins the fight. His strengths: he's number 1. He has an auto counter gauge. Ultimates against ultimates and Rising Rush, so kind of like Ultra Beast Gohan. He nullified element disadvantage, so he goes with the counter activates plus and deals massive damage as well. Number 2, a powerful opponent combo disrupting when in the pinch, so he has an auto counter gauge, just like Ultra Vegeta, Majin Vegeta, that is. Ultra Gogeta Blue, he has it like Ultra Teen Gohan, he has it like Ultra Gogeta 4. So yeah, he has that, but I don't know what it's against. It's against Blast, Strike, Special Moves, Arts. You'll even reduce their ki by 30 when hits by enemy arts cards. Counter attack when defeated. So he deals 100% damage to the standby members and even inflicts all enemies with heavy bleed, strong poison, and paralyzation. That's pretty OP. I guess he really hates humans. No pun intended there, but having a shoulder to both thin mortals and failures of gods, it's time to pass on divine judgment. He is purple, if you aren't aware, but the tags he's going to represent his god key, future regeneration, fusion or Patara ring, so you can run him on a fusion lineup. Powerful opponent, of course, future Trunk Saga. His Z ability, number 2, tag future powerful opponent at the Z ability also buffs ultimate awaken damage and future characters. So he gives base strike plus 28, base strike defense 28. His Z2 ability, he boosts future or powerful opponent base strike. So I'm pretty sure he's a melee. Base strike attack plus 30, base strike defense. So he's giving double strike and defense. His third Z ability is giving base strike to future or powerful opponent. He's giving triple, which is crazy. Let's see what else. If future ultimate awaken is plus 3% for all future characters or any ultimate awaken cards, it'll deal plus 3% damage. His Z4 ability, a future or powerful opponent base strike attack 42 to 42% strike. So he's pretty much OP when it's coming out, giving out stats to other qualifying tags. His ultimate awaken is plus 5%. His ultra ability get a significant boost up when he is set as the leader. Of course, everyone knows that. So you want to leader slot this guy to get this ability here. When the leader, he'll get 30% damage uncancelable. He'll also get key recovery plus 30% uncancelable. When not the leader, per future or support member would get plus 5 to damage uncancelable. You'll get key recovery plus 5% uncancelable. Up to 3 support members will be counted. So his strike has, of course, blast armor, so charge in without fear of enemies. He has feint on his strikes, 5% chance, which is crazy. His blast, let's see, blast doesn't do anything. His special move, reduce your enemy Dragon Balls up to 2 times on activation. You inflict heavy bleed and strong poison. So this guy is a parasite. He's a fucking parasite. He really hates humans. He wants to kill all humans. So he's doing his damnedest, and they made sure that they hate us. So on activation, you get plus 60% to special move damage, and then he decreases an enemy's Dragon Ball 1 time, 2 times on his blue card. So make sure you use that effectively. On hit, inflict heavy bleed and inflict with strong poison, which is crazy. His green card, protect your hand. On activation, nullify cover change on hit. Right? So I'm thinking he has an AoE green. How you feel about that? I'm not sure in the video that we seen that, but I think he has an AoE. And I could be wrong. I stand corrected. I would have to go back and watch the video. I'll leave that up to you guys to figure out. On hit, or he might just have a regular green card where it's strike base, but it's comboable into any of these cards. His green card is, so even the ultimate. Let's talk about his ultimate. On hit, destroy your enemy's entire hand and prevent all enemies from switching. It does supreme damage on activation plus 50%, 3 counts, and then nullifies endurance. So he has a nullifying endurance ultimate. Destroy your entire enemy's hand on hit and prevent all enemies switching on top of that for five counts. For 5 counts. That's pretty crazy. So you're telling me for 3 counts, that's just pretty crazy. For 3 counts, you're going up out of this 3 counts, you're going to be able to prevent switching. Then 2 more counts after that, you can still try to go on the attack from switching. That is pretty nasty work. All right, let's just scroll down. His main ability, recover a large amount of health and draw both a special arts and the ultimate card. So he's probably pairing up, if this is an AoE activation, he's probably going to pair that up, just kind of like if it happens to be a AoE green, it'll kind of be like LF Gaku, the green one, where he pops his main, he gets a green, and he gets his ultimate. Main ability, destroy 2 cards, and then draw 1 card of each ultimate, plus health 40%, plus key 40%, damage plus another 30%, all uncancelable. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on his main ability. 25 counts have had to elapse for you to activate the main ability. His starter ability, when a 2 reduction substitution count, it will be easier to get this character back on the battlefield. He boosts 300% damage and has a 200% damage guard. Key recovery plus 50%, draw speed plus 1, sub count on -2. That's just his starter ability, all uncancelable. 300% damage and 200% damage guard. And he has card draw speed level 1. This is sounding pretty ridiculous. He's going to be hitting substantially hard. And then he gets another 30%. So you're at damage when you're stacking, when you're looking at the damage here. He has 330, right? 330. Let's go. He has another 360 damage. And when he's the leader, he's getting another 30. So that's 390. It's 390 so far on damage. That's ridiculous. That's freaking ridiculous. He's going to be broken. Let's go into his unique ability. When defeated, deal major damage to the enemy and inflict all enemies with heaven bleed, poison, and paralyzation. That's just like a final fuck you, if you ask me. If you're on the battlefield and the other enemy prevents you from switching, you'll seal their strike, blast, and special move, or just by being hit with the enemy arctic cast, and reduce their key by 30. This is an excellent stopping combo. This is pretty much really good right here. This, if you guys read this is really good. If you're on the battlefield and the enemy prevents you from switching, meaning guess what, Goku, different characters like that, you'll be able to seal their stuff. But how long do they seal it for? Don't know. We're going to find that out. When your health is below 50% or lower, all ally subcounts will be reduced. And switch out when the ally things are looking grim. Okay, on final counter, deal major damage, explode. Also deal 100% damage to the enemy. So that's 490 right there. All enemy gets inflicted with these 3 things, which is just toxic, fucking pure toxic, if you ask me. On battlefield entry, draw 1 card if hand is 3 or fewer, plus 30% key. Nullify damage, receive element disadvantage for 5 counts, which is pretty good. So he can go up against Goku. Nullify attribute downgrades. All enemy draw -1. So that's not bad for 5 time accounts just on battery entry. And he's got sub count manipulation. So you can just keep just swapping him in and doing this right here, which is nullifying attributes, nullifying damage received for 5 counts, but it's not uncancelable. So that's a good thing, I guess. On arts use, activation is reset on switch gauge. He has a unique gauge plus 20% one time. It charges up just on activation reset. Damage plus another 30. So you're looking at over 500 something odd damage. Nullify special cover change for 5 time accounts. So he gets another nullifying on his green and right here on arts use. That fills up his unique gauge. When hit by enemy arts cards, one time activation resets or when unique gauge is full, damage guard plus 30%. So he has 230% damage guard right now for 10 timer counts, and enemy key minus 30. Also health if it's fewer, unique gauge charge rate 200% for 20 timer counts, non-stacking. All ally substitutes count minus 2, destroy 2 enemy cards 1 time. The activation resets on switch. That's crazy. So all this activation happens on re-switch. That is ridiculous. Unique gauge charge rate is a plus 200%. That's going to be his unique gauge is going to be filling up pretty fast. And I don't know how many times he can auto counter. I don't know if there's a limit to it, but good God. When on battlefield, ally is prevented from switching 2 times. Still enemy strike for 3 timer counts. So 3 timer counts, you're saved. If you're getting prevented from switching, you'll be able to seal up their strike, blast, and special move arts. So they'll only can have to hit you with a rising rush or their ultimate or swap out. But you're sealing everything for three timer counts. That's not bad. While not defeating an enemy, activates an ultimate or raking rising rush. Cancel all enemy buff effects. Sub count minus 10. Okay, do you guys see these 2 things? They go hand in hand right here. They go hand in hand. So let's say if Goku has his unique gauge, you're on the battlefield, he seals you. You're going to seal his blast, his strikes, and special move arts, which is he's only left with a rising rush. He's only left with an ultimate awakens, and he only is left off with an overdrive, right? For 3 timer counts. But if they do try to activate an ultimate or rising rush, guess what? You got sub count minus 10, and you cancel all enemy buff effects. That is fucking That's fucking broken. That's fucking broken. Oh my God. Let's move on to the next thing. So special cover change against strike combo is blue cards. So his unique gauge. The unique gauge starts as a counter type. ZAMASU can activate a counter that deals massive damage against the enemy forward charging ultimate awaken arts rising rushes. So he has that, like I said, he has that Ultra Beast Gohan ability. Get a boost to critical and nullify element disadvantages when you fill up the unique gauge to max, or the auto counter activates. After activating the auto counter, the gauge will become time type, and you can continue to get the effects by filling it to max. Counter type to time type starts as counter type, so you enter in the battlefield as the counter type, and starts with 50% charge rate. Auto counter B type. Auto counter, when hits by a counterable attack, deals massive damage to the enemy. Switch to time type. Counterable attacks, forwarding charge, ultimate awakens, and rise and rush. Now they didn't say how many times you can do this. They don't say. And if they're telling me that he can keep doing this, they just upgraded. Like Beast Gohan was just like the stepping stone, and what he has now is the full ability. If you're telling me that I have 3 enemies and they all activated their ultimate awakens, I can counter that. Is that what you're telling me? Am I reading this right? And if you're telling me if you get 2 rising rushes, I can activate this twice. Yeah. Because it doesn't give me a time restriction. It doesn't give me a limit as I'm seeing this. When unique gauge becomes full auto counter activation, health plus 20%. So he's getting another key. He's getting crit damage by 20. All uncancelable right here. Draw speed plus 1. So he's got level 2 card draw speed. Because he's getting draw card speed here off his starter ability. So that's level 2. Nullify element disadvantages. Nullify abnormal conditions plus 5. Cancel all down attribute downgrades. While on the battlefield, entirely auto countervation activates entirely full when you engage. Yeah, he is pretty busted. Because as I'm reading this right now, this mechanic says you can do this unlimited. This is an unlimited ultra half corrupted using ZAMASU or ZAMASU. I hope y'all like this video. Like I said, for me personally, it would have been this guy that got the Ultra. But we're not in that campaign. We are in a Future Saga Powerful Opponent God Key campaign. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Until next time, y'all stay blessed. Peace.